Hello, babies.
Hello, babies.
How's everyone
Hey,
doing this evening?
we're babing over here. Hey.
Hey. Um, Emily has been having fun watching a Blueprints speedrun bingo tournament
Hell yeah. Likely thing
situation.
for Emily to do, comma, be watching blueprints.
hmm Um, but it's like it's included. Let's see. Now she said now they're giving away prizes using a program Tonda Ross built specifically for the host streamer to open doors from the game with mystery prizes behind it, including concept art, merch, signed books, and postcards um throughout the currently ongoing work on their new game.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That is so smart to use the game as a mechanism to do that. That's very fun.
Yeah. Um Francis, the grain of my fabric should be horizontal. But the stripes
That's
of the
not
lining
what I would guess because usually
should
don't
be
those go vertical?
vertical. Yeah, but the this kind of fabric and the way I am imagining it, like I feel like the the slubby stripes are usually horizontal. I don't know. I guess I don't see that many things made out of this sort of silk.
Hmm. Nat has resubscribed for 43 months and says, with the voice of a 43-month-old god, hello.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait. Okay, Francis, can you bring the fabric here so I can look at it real quick? I just want to make sure I'm not making a terrible mistake here.
Oh, I didn't mean to induce doubt. I believe your vision. When I think of that, I usually think vertical.
What do you think? What do you? My instinct was to be vertical, but then I realized the grain of the fabric goes this way.
A small stream
Yeah, so it
break while
is.
Wes consults with the
Yes.
in-house
Okay.
tailor, a thing that most
Yeah.
streams have.
Okay.
That's where that's 43 months of tier 1 subscription are going. It's to pay for the in-house tailor. It's very important to the stream.
Mm-hmm. Technically, the actual grain of the fabric we have discovered is perpendicular to the slubs, which makes sense because the slubs are from the weft and the grain of the fabric is like the warp is vertical. I
Yeah.
think. I think that's how that works. Um yeah, and it doesn't make sense to use a slubby warp, I don't think.
You cannot just call people slubby warps. You shouldn't, rather. You're gonna get us canceled if you keep this up, Wesley.
You have a name that crunch.
I do. I bought.
I have a cold one to crack open.
Oh, please.
Um, but also I need to check my sound settings because
I'm gonna
yeah,
mute
I
myself
have
while I open this incredibly crinkly plastic container.
okay. Okay, I have noise suppression turned on and I'm going to turn it off temporarily.
Okay. No one tell Emma, but I did open the chips with her pinking shears.
Oh my god. Oh, Arthur's making bizarre noises.
Oh, sorry, that's my container. Um, Juliet wants more Wes in the mix.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna get closer to the mic and see how that is.
Everyone is mad, but no one can say about what.
Uh huh.
Uh,
Okay, and then wait, sorry. I was adjusting that, and now I need to adjust this. And okay. Okay. I'm going to crack this open and then turn my noise stuff back on, and then you can do the crunch. I hope everyone heard that.
that was crisp.
Thank you. Okay. Put that back on there. And that back on there. Okay. Now I am ready to listen.
Okay. Um, I have turned off my noise suppression, so you might be getting some fan noise as well. Here, well, I'll just go fanless for this brief section. Oh God. Oh, hold on. Oh no. Uh-oh. Things have gone badly. Wait. Okay. Okay. All good. All good. All good. Um, I'm gonna give you a name. I'm gonna give you a crunch, and then I have additional information to provide for you.
Okay. Oh, delicate.
Hmm. Okay.
Is it not actually delicate? Or are
No,
you
this was a
humming
this was a
about the
hmm in
flavor?
response to the flavor.
Okay. Um, I want to say it's like, well, I don't know. I could imagine it being like something kind of puffed up a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, but I could imagine it also being like a flatter thing, but like a cracker. Um,
Let me give it to you again.
okay. Mm, that makes me think Lay's potato chip,
It is a potato chip.
but not Lay's.
No, it's an unknown to me brand.
Oh, well, I'm not going to be able to guess that.
I know. But my follow-up instruction for you is on the back they have a taste profile matrix with some stats. So there are
Okay.
5 category of stat for where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to let you roll 1d5 and then reveal that stat to you. which will give you increasing amounts of information about where it is in the flavor matrix. 5 being the last listed flavor, the lowest flavor, 1 being the flavor max component.
Oh, okay. So you're telling me you want me to actually roll a die?
Yes. Or in Google, that's fine.
Yeah, but like you're not
Yes.
just saying that as a euphemism for choose.
No, you're rolling flavor
Okay.
matrix. Juliet says, I'm on some kind of potato, but slightly complex.
2.
Okay. The number 2 flavor matrix stat is citrusy.
Okay.
Not what you expect for a potato chip, eh?
Nope. I'm shocked. Astounded. Um and then do I get to do that again?
You
Am I
do. I
supposed to
think you need
just
to make a
guess
guess
now?
before you're allowed to roll again. We're doing game development on the fly
Okay.
here.
Okay. I think that the citrusy note in question is lime,
That's a great guess. That is a great guess, but that
but
is
wrong.
incorrect.
Okay, fuck. Um I'm thinking.
Lily says, Leo, out of scientific curiosity, how are they spelling that? They put their whole citrusy into it, but with only one S. So
Damn.
alternately citrus plus Y.
Um okay, is this like a flavor that involves lemongrass?
No, but that's another great guess. This is my hint in addition to the hint system that I've derived for you is that I picked this up because I this is a flavor I love that I seek out in its many iterations.
Well, shit, I don't remember anything about what you like.
Would you like to roll another dice?
Yes, please. 1.
Oh, that's working out nicely for you, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
The number 1 stat on the flavor matrix with the slider all the way to the right is zesty.
Zesty
Zesty.
and citrusy and a flavor you like and seek out.
Mm-hmm. I can give you another hint.
Uh-huh.
Wesley, when you were
Yeah.
here visiting
Uh-huh.
me
Mhm.
a mere 2 fortnights ago,
Mhm.
I ordered an espresso tonic with the base of this flavor at the coffee shop that we went to.
I'm trying to remember. I remember you ordering that tonic. I was not paying it very close attention to what was in it. I feel like it sounded bad to me for reasons beyond it being a coffee tonic, which does make me think it was grapefruit.
Grapefruit, a great guess, but incorrect.
No. Okay.
I like grapefruit in a beverage, but I wouldn't say that
Uh-huh.
I love grapefruit and seek it
Yeah,
out.
and seek it out. Yeah.
Francis says lemon curd and ranch.
Huh.
Now, would you like to roll again for the flavor matrix, or would you like another hint?
Um, I want to roll one more time.
Yeah, hit up the flavor matrix.
That was a 2 again, so I'm re-rolling.
Yeah.
5.
5, the lowest on the flavor
Uh-huh.
matrix, is sweet.
Lily said, see, I would have said zesty was a subcategory of citrus. Um, that's interesting. I guess zest, citrus zest is a thing, but I think of zesty as just like it's a strong flavor in some way, like sharp. It could be spicy. I feel like sometimes zesty is a euphemism for spicy.
Juliet
Um,
guesses orange peel, and Francis says, "Read my guess, but didn't say I was right. If I was right, I was probably right."
um, Nat says zingy and peppy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Um,
zingy is my closest mental go-to for zesty.
I I really don't know. I
Okay. I'm giving you your last contextual hint outside of the flavor metrics, which is that
okay.
I purchased this at the Japanese grocery store.
Does it involve meat?
It does not, and I'm afraid that you've been scooped by the chat.
Fuck.
Juliet, ding ding ding, it is
Oh.
yuzu.
Okay, I did
Salty
not.
yuzu potato chips.
Wow, I did not know that you were a yuzu freak.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Love yuzu.
Wow.
Love a little beverage with yuzu. Love a little like crudo with yuzu. Like a little
Mm-hmm.
yuzu sweetie treaty.
Mm-hmm.
Yuzu. Yeah.
Yuzu. Yeah.
Emily says, love yuzu.
Juliet says, I wrote that before Leo said Japanese grocery store for what it's worth. Great job,
Hell
Juliet.
yeah.
Well,
As I was purchasing these use when I like saw them on the shelf and got them, I had in my hand a sparkling green tea yuzu aid as well.
uh-huh.
Francis says, Leo, I bought a little tub of salted dried loquats when I was in California, and they are a delight. Oh, that sounds great. We have not had them preserved, only like straight off of our tree, or I've like baked with them, but salted and
Wow.
dried sounds really good because they are zippy.
Yeah. Um, okay.
FM,
Shall we
so I can turn my fan on.
Oh, yeah. Shall we play some video game?
That was the video game that people came for, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, guess we're done then.
This Roottreemania that people said was so hard wasn't shit. Wes got it with
Yeah.
3 or 4 contextual clues and also half of the flavor matrix.
I did not.
Oh, Emily, how long
But
did it take on the Blueprints speedrunning stream that you were watching for them to hit the flavor matrix?
um have you gotten closer to your mic? Did something change?
I changed the sound profile back to isolation from no sound management from Discord from the chip crunching.
Interesting. Okay.
Does it sound louder now?
Yeah, but not a ton. So you're fine. It's good.
Okay.
I might make just a small adjustment there.
Emily says, "Oh, they got it instantly." Yeah, I don't think I hit the flavor matrix for, the first 30 or 40 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I keep forgetting to tell everyone this, but there was a gas leak on our street a few weeks ago.
Oh, man.
Like guy came to my door to inform me and had to like walk through the house with a sensor to make sure that levels in here were still safe, and told me to keep all the windows closed and said I was gonna have to evacuate.
Oh my god.
And then went and double checked with his supervisor and said, actually, you don't have to evacuate.
Cool, thanks, bud.
Cool, but keep the windows shut. And then, like, I don't know, 20 minutes later, came back and asked me to move my car. I'm like, I don't really want to start my car in the vicinity of a gas leak, but okay. No, I mean, when he first came to the door, like, I opened the door and, like, the smell of gas was noticeable, like, quite strong. But when I went out there to move my car, it had already mostly dissipated. They had just repaved the entire fucking street like 2 weeks prior, and it was all nice and beautiful and smooth. And then I had been hearing construction sounds all morning. I don't know what was being done or by whom, but I think they must have hit a gas line, whatever they were doing, and then they had to dig up a section of the street to fix it. And the patch is like not level. It's yeah.
Love infrastructure.
Yeah. Okay. Look up the book Cuba by Cubans. Look up Barb and Sharon Williams. Search Roottreemania Sisters Fashion Scholarship in periodicals, specifically Teen Blast. Look into Roottreemania Australia and Roottreemania Brazil.
Emma, do you want one of these salty yuzu chips before I eat them all? I assume the answer is no. What? Juliet says, we found out in January that our now previous apartment had a gas leak for several years since we moved in.
What the fuck? How were you suffering from gas poisoning, or was it like leaking outside somewhere? Oh, great. Thankfully, not a major one, but enough that I was working from home for years just in it.
That's
That's
probably good for
bad.
you, I think, in the long run.
Uh-huh. Did your health get worse while living there by any chance? Okay. And just as a review, we think this face goes here. We're not sure if this is actually Robin, though. But we think this was taken because Robin was the Australian business partner's daughter, I think, And
Yeah.
we think this picture was taken in Brazil because there's a reference to him celebrating Christmas in Brazil around that time. So we also have the name Robin over here because it's going to be one of them. And I guess... Oh, no, we can't put the picture in both. Okay.
No, which is a kindness to us.
Yeah. We know that Susan Ford belongs here. We don't know if this is Susan Ford. It might be. We're not sure. I think it's unlikely because I think her children look like one of their parents is Asian broadly. But who knows?
I find something about the faces in this game quite difficult to pin down in terms of like who looks like who or people's ages. So I don't feel strongly moved on that evidence, but
that. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's definitely not her, just, you know, that's the source of my skepticism. Okay, and we were able to put Bess Williams in here and Frank Williams. Oh, right, and found
actually,
out, yes, his daughters were Barb and Sharon.
Yeah, his daughter and his granddaughter.
Right, yes. Daughter and granddaughter who he then adopted.
Because we're 100%, we're locked in on him, we're confident.
Yes.
We have Susan Ford's other information. So we should just bear that in mind as we're filling things in, that if we hit another 2 and it doesn't fill, that means Susan.
Yeah,
that's not Susan.
Not her picture. Yeah. Okay. And at some point we're gonna have to come back to Crocodile Clementine, but for now we've hit a wall.
Yeah, I think I would love to start with Barb and Sharon, unless you want to start with Cuba.
I was gonna just go in order. At first glance, it doesn't seem related to your search in any way.
Well, we better check it out of the library.
Yeah. On second glance, it still doesn't seem related to your search in any way. Okay. I'm gonna just double check this. Nope. Okay.
You could also try that name in because we have a Miami paper now. If you wanted to be thorough. But I do think the game is telling us.
Barb Williams is a motivational speaker, and she has a website that explains the services she offers. Her company's address is listed in Coconut Grove, Florida. The flyer
Okay.
has been added to your evidence. Nothing relevant for Sharon. Let's look at this flyer. This flyer includes 3 different testimonials from Greta Jones from WQTV 12, Vic Elmsworth from the however you
Kickawa.
pronounce this. What?
Kickawa.
The Kickawa Falls Gazette, which is, guess what?
A periodical?
Yes. I can't remember. Do we have to spider search it, or do we just
think
search
so.
this and
I think that we have to discover the periodical first.
Oh. Okay. There is no Kickawa Falls anywhere in the world that you can find. The closest thing to a Kickawa appears to be in New Zealand. Instead, a man named Chris Elmsworth has invented a small town newspaper as a conceptual art piece. The Kickawa Falls Gazette is a series of online articles about small restaurants, shows, and other tourist attractions all across the United States. This is presented as a monthly newspaper of small town America. What makes the Kickawa Falls Gazette a bit strange is that amongst the articles detailing real locations are occasional stories that present outlandish, inflammatory concepts in extremely mundane ways. For example, on the homepage right now is an article entitled "Mermaids Strike Back Against Lobster Farms" that, using very dry language, details the idea that the mermaids in Maine have begun to unionize in support of better benefits. There are no punchlines, and the articles are not marked any differently from the rest. Unfortunately, each current issue of the paper is presented on the homepage. There are no archives of older issues.
That's sick.
Fascinating.
So, can we see? It's not a periodical.
No. Okay. So, but that tells us that at least one of...
Her sources is fake?
Yes. Or at least misleading. Oh yeah, Vic Elmsworth. Because the guy is Chris Elmsworth. Vic Elmsworth, according to his own personal page, is apparently one of 3 brothers. All 3 of them are contributors to a newspaper called the Kickawa Falls Gazette, and he tends to focus more on the southeastern United States. All of the articles he's written are archived on his site, including the long-form version of the review for Barb Williams' motivational show from 1997. Okay, not fake. Just... yeah, not linked to an actual town. According to Victor, he had seen Barb talk more than once. On this particular occasion, Barb's talk was at a very large church, and it was clear she was an expert at matching the presentation of her concepts for any particular crowd, because she received a standing ovation. Barb started with a story about loss, specifically the loss of a bicyclist who had been hit by a car. She spoke about the death of any person as a darkness in their loved ones. A cold, empty void that begins to creep into a space where there once was light. Because the light could never return exactly how it once was, she says the only option is to nurture new sources of light to help fight back the darkness. Her conclusion was that finding the hidden meanings in tragedy is the most important thing we can do. She used multiple biblical comparisons and finished by looping back around to her initial story and how she personally began to come around to this ideology. The biker who died was her son in law, and the Lanes Across America charity was created to fill the newfound darkness her daughter experienced. It, the charity, was the light that began to fill the void, and she was doing everything she could to help nurture it.
Okay.
Her story will surprise you, uplift you, then energize you. A lesson that anyone can take something away from. An intimate evening with a truly wonderful message. Book Barb. Oh, Book Barb, I see. The capital, made me made me think that was like her name, her title.
Book Barb.
But the imperative of to book. Book Barb for corporate retreats, church events, or even school assemblies. She can customize her message for any audience. Okay.
I would love to look for Lanes Across America, but then I also want to look at these other two testimonial people.
Oh, okay. Lanes Across America, or LAA, is a charity focused on adding bike lanes to major cities. The pages and pages of news articles that mention Lanes Across America have a similar summary in them. LAA, formerly LAM, was founded in 1987 after the death of Drew Smith. Drew was biking home from work when he was hit by a car. Each year since, Lanes Across America has grown, and they now have offices in over 12 major metropolitan areas, including Miami, where the charity began. The website for the charity has a picture of Drew. The photo has been added to your evidence. Oh, wow. That's a look.
Look at him. Yeah. Presumably, right?
Yeah.
You can put his picture in.
Oh, yeah. I, for some reason, thought I didn't have it yet. I immediately forgot it. I don't know why. It's quite memorable.
Yeah. I wonder if, because it specifically mentions LAA, previously LAM, if we can find her picture by looking for Lanes
Across Miami?
Miami. Yeah.
Wait, whose picture? Sharon's?
Sharon's picture as like the founder.
Which she's not the founder. Barb is the founder. Right?
No, Sharon's.
Hold on. No. Yeah. The biker who died
Oh,
was her son-in-law, and the charity was created to fill the newfound darkness her daughter experienced.
okay. Yeah, you're right.
I
I thought
guess
that it
it's
was.
like it is a little unclear. I guess it could mean that the daughter created the charity to fill her own newfound darkness. Um yeah.
Well, regardless, let's do Lanes Across Miami and see what we get, and then we can look for Sharon.
Aha. Okay, it was founded by Sharon
Uh-huh.
Smith. Um okay. They stepped down in 92. Current leadership took over. One of the oldest articles has a full, uncropped version of the same wedding photo from the LAA website. It seems that after Sharon left LAM, they began to crop her and the rest of her wedding party out of the photo to focus solely on Drew, who is the face of the charity. The full photo has been added to your inventory. Wow. Look at them.
And all these other people.
Yeah, I have no idea if they will end up being used, but
I don't think we've had unused photos before.
yes, but it did say that there would be unused names, so it would not surprise me if there are
Yeah,
also unused photos to further obfuscate things.
possible. Um, we don't know her.
Yeah.
Because she stepped down in
Oh,
92, so it's not her
but we
last.
do know that Sharon Smith, because Smith is her married name, so we could search that instead of
Yeah.
Sharon Williams. No, fuck.
Let's look in the Miami paper.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Can we try Barb as well?
Okay, that seems unrealistic.
Yeah.
I feel like if a bicyclist is hit and killed, he's gonna be in the local newspaper. You know?
Yeah.
Although, well, I don't remember. I remember. Oh, no, because this was discontinued in 1949.
Oh, that would do it.
I forgot. But
Lazy,
was there
lazy
not.
journalism not to cover these events that took place half a
Didn't.
century.
Didn't we. Did we not come up with the name of what it became? Because I feel like some other newspaper bought it and they merged or something.
Yeah, it was the Mercury Gazette or something.
So why don't we have
It should be in our history.
Yeah. Merged
The
with the
Mercury
Miami
Sunday.
Sunday, and then the Miami Mercury Sunday went out of business. It seems at some point during this process it was at least partially archived. Available via your periodical search. But Oops. Oh, that lasted only a year.
Yeah. Well, can we find this Jefferson, Texas? I don't think it's relevant. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I kind of don't think we can. I mean, I don't know what we would even search.
Just search
like,
Jefferson, Texas.
The Jefferson Jimplecute. As far as you can tell, nobody you've been investigating lives in Texas. Well, damn.
Thanks for the fun fact, though.
Nope. Okay. Oh, not Star. Sunday. Okay.
Yeah. Can we go look at the pictures again really fast? I want to look at the picture of Barb and the picture of the wedding party. Maybe I'm being blueprints pilled, but I feel like the bridesmaid's necklace is very noticeable.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no necklace. Let's look up these motherfuckers, Greta and Isabel.
Okay. Okay. Here, we're gonna just put those. No, not there. Do that. Don't really need to do that because we've already searched him. Okay. Okay. Greta Jones is, according to a flyer in your possession, the morning news anchor for a channel called WQTV 12. Unfortunately, that channel has no online web presence whatsoever. You do find it listed on a giant list of television call signs next to the city Springfield under the heading Effingham County. You may need to do a deeper dive on a specific city and state to see if any locals have discussed the news in that area.
Yeah. Francis says, let's look up these motherfuckers as the game's alternate title.
Effingham
Georgia.
County, Georgia. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to just read this so people know. When you refine your search to television in and around Springfield, Georgia, you come across a website that lists different channels available there. The list seems to only feature broadcasts with female news anchors. The person who runs the website has ranked each using 3 categories. None are relevant to journalism. Yuck. One of the entries is Channel 12. The news anchor listed is Greta Flores.
Okay.
Greta Flores is a news anchor who apparently used to go by Greta Jones before her divorce. Compared to the ordeal you've gone through to simply figure out her current name, it's way easier than you expect to find that she has a website of her accomplishments. She was apparently the MC for an all-female speaking tour in 1977. The tour was called Storytellers of Sisterhood, the Mothers and Daughters of Earth. You do a search for it, and it seems some of the stories were compiled into a book simply titled 25 Stories of Sisterhood by Ayla Hale. Published
Ooh.
1986. This is an anthology of stories told on a few different Storytellers of Sisterhood tours. It contains direct transcripts of the most well-received stories told on stage. Ayla Hale is the editor, not the sole author. One of the stories by Barb Williams has been added to your evidence.
Did you see the little, as it was printing, what the file name was?
No. The Beauty and the Brat.
It was just beauty-brat.
Oh.
Okay, let's get in there.
What was the difference between Sherry, the brat, and Sharon, the beauty? Is it nature, nurture, a better education, different opportunities? The answer is nothing. There was no difference because my sister and my daughter are the same girl. I met a boy at a county fair. Unlike us, he lived in the nice part of town. He went to the good school. To a teenage girl, it felt like a fairy tale, but there were boxes all over his house. He was moving in 3 days. Those 3 days were heaven to me. The final night, he surprised me. He told me he could actually see me again soon. He planned to return to visit his grandparents. I thought I was giving him a reason to keep his promise. I never saw him again, and when I finally got desperate enough to ask around, a friend of a friend told me he hadn't even given me his real last name. I think that's all, but there's more about it here. The first part of her story focuses on two 16-year-old girls. My sister, Sherry, was a brat, always sulking, often disobedient, never on time. She borrowed things without asking and even ran away from home only to sneak back the next day like nothing had changed. My daughter, Sharon, on the other hand, was a beautiful person. She had excellent marks in school, was intensely artistic and creative, and even volunteered at an animal rescue. She continues to tell stories of the two girls until she shifts the narrative. What was the difference between Sherry the Brat and Sharon the Beauty? Yes. Barb reveals that her daughter was the result of an unexpected pregnancy when she was only 15. Barb also talks about when she found out she was pregnant. I was convinced my life was over, but my parents, they took charge. I had to live at home and work a part-time job, but they removed the burden of motherhood. I managed to scrape out a degree in English, and as far as my daughter was concerned, I was her much older sister. Barb uses the story to come to a conclusion. When I was younger, I thought my sister was the brat, and I wasn't wrong, but she ran away from home to work at that animal shelter. She borrowed my clothes for presentations at school, and her creativity allowed her to open up Sherry's hair. It took me far too long to realize the beauty was always there too. In fact, the brat and the beauty exist in all of us. It was my inner brat that kept me blind to the truth, and I'd like to say it's the beauty in me that's finally able to see what I was missing. I implore you to call upon the beauties in yourselves whenever the brat tries to take hold.
Okay.
Okay.
So Sherry, different spelling, and a hairdresser, which means we can lock in 4.
There's a Sherry's Hair in Orlando. The owner of the business is listed as Sherry. Yes,
Mhm.
Derzemski
Sure.
something. I'm sure that's not how it's pronounced, but Sherry has a large van and on weekends can bring the style of Brittany, Christina, or even the Rachel to your door. The About Sherry section is very, very long and presented as one paragraph with multiple run on sentences and no pictures. You get the sense that if she were to do your hair, she'd be doing a lot of talking. It mentions that her husband Pete was her late husband's college roommate. That's the best man.
Uh-huh.
She and he had never spent any significant time together until she became a widow and they built a charity together. They left the charity behind because it was growing beyond their ability to run it. She also brags about her kids, Tony, Mark, and Cricket. Her oldest, Tony, seems to get the short end of the stick. His two listed accomplishments are that he's the oldest and he's a straight A student.
I thought it said that he's the oldest and he's straight.
Mark, on the other hand, is one of her gay children who she loves. Mark, on the other hand, has multiple baseball accomplishments listed. Apparently, his Little League team is nationally recognized. Cricket York is near the end and has an entire section dedicated to her. She's an actress on a local television show called Library, and the reason Sherry relocated from Miami to Orlando. Sherry, in addition to being hireable to come do your due, is a stylist for the show. The passage also mentions that her agent recommended they change her last name to York since it was easier to pronounce. The rest of the section describes how she got the part, but it seems unimportant to your search.
Wow.
Okay. Lots there.
I would love to, really fast, before you spider search again, let's use what we have to lock in, because I want to see if we have the correct picture of Susan or not.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay, we do.
Okay.
Hey there,
Wow,
it's
Oh,
you're
us.
together.
So I just have to say, the work you're doing here is fantastic.
So fantastic, in fact.
There goes Clark. Always the bad cop. Go ahead.
Well, our law firm, Ruby Legal Enterprises, is having trouble keeping up. They're actually begging us to stop submitting new root trees. They said it's getting difficult to verify your progress.
Well, consider that a good thing. I told Clark you'd get results.
She says that like I didn't believe her. Regardless, the bad news is it's going to take 5 potential tree
God
additions
damn it.
before anyone locks in from now on. Good luck.
And keep up the good work.
Okay.
Well, we knew it would happen at some point.
Yeah, and we did just hit a rich vein with
Yes.
Sharon and Pete's kids.
Yes. Okay. Interesting. So this.
Pete.
Yes.
Yes. Tom?
Cricket
No,
is the youngest.
yeah, that's backwards birth order.
No.
Oh,
because
I see.
Yes, I know. Yes, she's on the left, but it's the second marriage.
Yes, I was not noticing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think I was interpreting that in my mind because there's nothing about the oldest that I was like, oh, the oldest is from the first marriage.
Right.
No,
yeah,
that
but
doesn't.
it's
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You're correct.
Okay, we can put him in there. We can put that there.
And actor.
Whoops. Actor
AC. She's a
there.
children's pilot ace. Tom is the... Or is Tom the
Is it?
middle?
No, I think you're right.
And he's student?
Yeah, I
Because he was playing
guess.
Little League, which means he's probably still a high schooler.
Okay. And that means he's maybe in college.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have any new pictures yet.
No, but we can look up Pete and look up Cricket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mark
Tony.
with a
Tony,
C.
Mark, and Cricket.
Tony, so Anthony.
Yeah.
Because I saw an Anthony. I mean, I'll double check, but yeah. Anthony. Okay. And...
Mark with a C.
yeah. Oh, it is there. Okay, good.
Emily says good root tree, bad root tree. Juliet says 5 cops. Emma says wanted to do an all root trees are bastards joke, but unfortunately the acronym there is already taken.
That's what I want. Okay. Library is a children's show filmed at a studio in Orlando, Florida. It has been on the air since 1991. In the show, multiple adults and children interact with different animal puppets in a small town called Library. Unlike some other popular shows involving non-human performers, this one isn't funded by the public. Instead, it's paid for by donations from businesses related to education. This includes textbook manufacturers like Core Arithmetic, tutoring companies such as Educate2U, and a few well-known publishers of picture books. From what you can find, it's syndicated in a few markets across the southern United States and in New Hampshire for some reason. Like most other children's entertainment, many of those that grew up with it tend to have fond memories. That works in your favor because the show has been documented by a few fan sites. There's even a library web ring, though it only has 3 entries. You click through the sites in the ring and find that Cricket York joined the cast in 1997 at the age of 5 and is still listed as a current cast member. A picture of Cricket from one of her first episodes has been added to your evidence. Okay.
Cricket is such a cute name.
It is. Wow, there she is.
Oh no.
Are you oh-knowing about this guy?
I am. Okay, what are the clues? We have a P, we have a blurry A, we have a big
why
B.
is the A blurry?
Maybe, is it an episode about glasses? Because the puppet is wearing glasses and she's wearing glasses.
Yeah, I guess so. I just like why.
Nat says, "What's wrong with him? We just said this. He needs glasses, Nat. Don't be rude."
This says ABC, presumably.
Or maybe ABO. We don't know.
Maybe.
It's about blood types.
Oh, is that what that
I think that's what that
stands
acronym
for?
is most famously about, yeah.
Oh, the Puffet Poof Tail.
Hoof tail?
Poof Tail.
We gotta look him up right now.
Oh, yes. The theme of this episode tackled why some people needed glasses.
Why some people need glasses, according to Nat, is something's wrong with them. Damn.
Nothing. Sorry.
That's for the best.
Okay, I did get that script. Let's put her in.
Nat says, "Well, that's why I wear them."
Do we...
I don't think that's... Well, maybe.
I'm like, if Sharon grew up with Barb as her older sister, then
Could
it is
be, yeah.
possible that she would have Barb be her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in because
Yeah,
next
totally.
time something locks in, like, it will tell us.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Lily says, "There is something wrong with me. It's true." And Emily says, "Yeah, same." I think there's a really high percentage. The real question is who in Baby Crew does not need glasses? Frankie? Or is
No,
Frankie just a contact guy?
Frankie's a contact guy and has a significantly stronger prescription than I do.
Okay, so your entire household, my household, Emily, Nat, Lily, Ruby wears glasses. Juliet, do you wear glasses? Juliet says Ryan doesn't wear them, but probably should sometimes. Uh-oh. And Juliet does wear glasses. Nat says, "Whoever it is, let's make fun of them for it." I think that the only person that we found is Ryan, so we can make fun of him.
What?
It's a nationally recognized Little League team, so I'm guessing that's our in.
Yeah, but it didn't name the team.
Yeah.
Oh, but
in...
we have periodicals that are like news time.
Sure.
Our teenage girls
is he a friend of Pooftail and it got held for homophobia?
Yeah, you know, it does sound a little... Are teenage girls into Little League players?
Maybe news time?
Yeah, I'm gonna start there. I'm trying this last name also because it's possible that, you know, Pete adopted them.
Yeah.
Unless they all switched to York.
Can we try in Spider Search? Can we try, because we know they live in Orlando, can we do Orlando Little League? Okay.
Damn. Really does not want to yield.
Oh, Emily says Discord report. Tim did wear glasses until he got LASIK, which is basically permanent glasses if you think about it.
Yeah, I was
Damn.
gonna say, I feel like...
I've definitely seen Tim wear glasses.
Yeah.
I personally would not fuck with LASIK, but also I have a little baby prescription. I basically have reading glasses. Like my prescription is a +1.
Yeah. Oh, Arthur is sleeping so babily.
Bagely?
Babily. Like a baby?
Babely.
In the manner of a baby? Babily?
Yes. Arthur speaks every language known to man. Arthur, no, you're hubris, Arthur. I wonder if we missed a clue in there, like on Sherry's hair website, about
Mark, on the other hand, has multiple baseball accomplishments listed.
baseball.
Apparently, his Little League team is nationally recognized.
Do you want to just spider search sports? See if we can find a sports magazine. Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Go, before you go away, can you go back down to the last graph really fast? Okay. I was looking at pronouns because it was like, I thought it said change their last name. It's they change her last name.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to see if searching Cricket herself led to anything different.
Do we have a New Hampshire newspaper?
No, not.
Okay.
Well, where's Butler County? I don't remember.
It's in Pennsylvania, right?
Oh, yeah.
We could try. Would she be in teen?
Last,
she's not a teen though. She's
she's a
little
child.
baby. Yeah. Can we try the various companies that fund education work? Latches onto popular culture.
I guess I could be trying these names with Williams also, just in case. Yeah, let's try these companies. I guess they're
Arithmetic.
right there. Math Textbook Publishing Company. They were in the news last year when a primetime news program did a full comparison of their 4th edition textbooks and their 5th edition textbooks. Schools were complaining that the 2 editions seemed remarkably similar, yet Arithmetic was charging almost double for a newer edition than they had for the previous one. The news program announced that between the two books there were only 16 total changes. The most noticeable was that the cover was changed from a picture of a water droplet creating concentric rings on a lake. God, that just brought me back to
Me, right?
like
The hell back. Yep.
textbook covers.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. To a close-up of a feather. The other 15 were all instances of changing fourth to fifth. This even led to a geometry problem where the book asked students to calculate the fifth side of a rectangle, which is why you don't use replace all for things like that without checking them. Okay,
Big day
and
for
it says nobody
textbooks
associated. Seems to be related to
because
research.
a coworker and I this morning were talking about the short stories we read in our like English and language arts textbooks that have had like outsized impacts on us.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ray Bradbury's There Will Come Soft Rains and Three Skeleton Key turning me in part into a horror enjoyer today.
Oh. I don't remember reading short stories in textbooks.
Oh, interesting. Well, it sounds like we had different, I would say in general, we had very different.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, I think, I missed a lot of the years of school when you would have been experiencing that. And then when I did go to school my last 2 years, all of the like literature we were reading was in the context of like the class was called Humane Letters, and it was like history and literature and I don't know, some other stuff.
I don't think we had textbooks in high school in English.
Yeah.
It was all
like late elementary and middle school.
Maybe still freshman year, because like short stories and things, but I'm pretty sure after that it was all like books and not textbooks.
Yeah. Okay. Aha. Okay. Educate to You is a tutoring service. They have a deal with Library and feature some of the actors from the show in pictures on their website. According to the site, they actually provide tutoring for all of the actors and actresses on the show to accommodate their shooting schedules. Included is Cricket York, who is seen in a photo labeled Cricket and Her Brothers, ready to learn from one of our talented tutors. You don't find much else about Educate to You except that there seems to be a small subsection of Library fans who were deeply unsettled by the company's logo, which would appear after the credits on each episode. One writes, "I was terrified of the little girl in the Educate to You logo. She looked like some kind of demon doll, and I'd race to the TV every day to switch the dial before her creepy laugh came on." Great.
Yeah. Oh, Lily says, it's the most dangerous game for me. Yeah, it's definitely, There Will Come Soft Rains, and also maybe Bartleby the Scrivener, which I was obsessed with I think we read that in maybe 9th or 8th grade. Oh, is that the logo?
Apparently.
Huh.
Why does it look like that?
I like that they gave us the younger one in a baseball shirt in case we weren't sure here.
Uh-huh. Oh, this says
Juliet
perfect
says, wow,
student.
Bartleby in high school? Yeah.
Oh, they all say perfect student. Okay, never mind. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember. Do spouses count now as people we lock in?
I don't
Or
believe
not?
so.
Okay. we've got
If they don't have the big picture.
3. Yeah, that's makes sense. There's an additional picture of Susan Ford somewhere also.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Hey,
we're
Pico tea is pop culture, right?
yeah.
I wonder if Croc is in there. Or is that where we found Croc?
No, I don't think we have returned. I think we found Picotti last time, and we have not. What was his last name? Clementine. How could I have forgotten?
Juliet says, the only short story I can remember reading in high school was When This Man Dies, where I lost the challenge of writing the most wild essay on it in my class of 80 students.
Good job, Leo.
Uh-huh.
Picotti magazine is
yeah.
kind of sleazy, so they're not afraid to publish a few details that more reputable news publications normally wouldn't. You look up the Billy Sims incident, and it seems they did report on it. You gain a few new bits of information, though it might not be useful. Billy Sims was once arrested for throwing a Molotov cocktail at a company that was found to be testing their products on animals. Okay. According to police paperwork, Crocodile Clementine's bail was paid for by Tostarito Jacobson. It was fairly expensive. Picotti interviewed other students that were at the event to find out if anyone knew anything, and the word going around was that Mark Clementine showed up because his daughter Mary was graduating that night. I guess we don't know which
I
one she
assume
is.
it was the older one. Oh, I think I also read The Yellow Wallpaper in one of those like language arts books. Big indicator to come of taste for little baby Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what we can find on Mary Clementine now, I guess. Oh, and we have to look up Tostarito Jackson, too.
Oops. Fuck. No. I know we've looked up. Whoa. I know we've looked up Billy Sims before. I just. Sandstone Canyon.
We've done this as well.
Yeah, I'm just.
Because we have a San Diego periodical, don't we?
No. We have a Portland one.
Yeah, that's right. Toast.
Wait, that's not. Fuck. putting that in
That's
gossip.
the most appropriate thing yet to go in the gossip column.
Yeah. Fuegos Fiesta, a regional Mexican fast food chain, held a competition in 1993 that offered free meals for life to anyone that legally changed their name to Tostarito. The Tostarito was a burrito with a cylindrical tostado shell inside the flour tortilla. According to a few different sources, Tostarito Jacobson used to be named Lucinda.
Ooh, okay.
So, I am wondering if that's
His wife.
his wife.
Yeah.
Although,
Do
I
we
mean,
want to do a spider search on Lucinda
presumably-
Jackson?
Presumably, that means she bailed him out after they were already divorced, which ex-wives have been known to do at times, but we can do that. No. No. I'm gonna put her in here. Oh.
Yeah.
Except there's a Lucy but no Lucinda.
Oh,
Is
that's
there a
interesting.
Tostarito? No. So maybe it's not. Not his spouse.
Yeah.
Unless she had changed her name before.
Yeah, you know what? Search for the Tostarito and chef's signature.
We're just gonna go through with both this and Lucinda Jacobson, all of them, just in case.
I would like for you to try just Tostarito as well, because we might get something about something else about the brand. Tostarito Jacobson in Starlet magazine. Emily says, there he goes. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Her sister Lucinda.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, so one sister married
Miracle
Jr. Or, yeah, Miracle Jr.?
Yes, Miracle Jr.
Yes. And one sister married Crocodile Clementine.
Yeah. Why is this family cursed?
Yeah.
Did we try Lucinda Clementine?
Not yet. We can
I'm fascinated by how this loops back
do
around.
that. No. No.
Okay.
No. What was it called? Fuegos Fiesta. Okay. It's all on that front.
Can we look at the tree for a second?
Oh, that does make sense, I guess, because it makes some sense because Mary Beth Quaker, was there a lot and had an affair with OG Miracle. So really,
then Mary Beth's son has
two of Miracle's sons, right? Mark and Miracle Jr. married sisters Lucinda and Edith.
Yeah.
Okay, why is Lucinda not in here as a name,
I don't
though?
know.
That's concerning to me.
Did we try Lucy Jacobson in the Butler County Times?
No, we did not.
Okay.
Okay, it is possible that that's not actually his wife, that they did meet through that church, but that they're just, crime pals.
Yeah.
And
crime pals.
Not spouses or ex-spouses. So then we're looking for a different name for the spouse.
Okay. What if we?
I
Look
don't
at the
know. I'm
intuition?
just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I that makes sense because we can't figure out how these two things fit together. I'm just wondering. Oh, did we fell down the rabbit hole of the news reporter. Did we look up the other person, the other testimonial?
Isabel Crosby? No.
Let's do that. Because that still has a high intuition score. What was it? Bennett County or Benetton?
Benton County. Okay. Well, that's not very helpful.
What happened to Benton County, Florida? Where'd it go?
I don't know. Maybe it got split up between other counties.
Can you look Benton County, Florida? Again, I'm not sure that this is like critical path. I'm just curious, or if they're saying like the records from Florida are extant from 1850.
Nothing.
Okay. Damn. We were really gliding along there for a while.
Yeah. I kind of think Isabel Crosby is just a dead end, but
Yeah.
double check. Probably not in Starlit.
Maybe I'm thinking of why that flyer would still have a high intuition score, because we found some of the things. Didn't it say that Kikowa Gazette, there was 3 Elmsworth brothers, so we know of Chris and Vic, but not the third?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we have filled in everything in this branch. Like, we even have this picture, we just can't put it in yet.
Yeah.
So there's nothing else we're looking for on that, but yeah, okay.
Oh, Emma says intuition doesn't change until you lock things in. So that might already be...
Okay.
This 3 might already be
yeah.
represented.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let's switch gears then.
Yeah. To...
maybe...
What? Where's...
Roottreemania, Australia, and Roottreemania, Brazil.
Yeah. Oh, also Roottreemania Sisters Fashion Scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wanted to see if there was anything in Teen Blast about it. In particular, no. Okay, and we already spider searched it. And did we look
Yes.
at Ruby Legal Enterprises? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Did we look at the older version of this?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, it's just Root, not the
Okay.
Root scholarship.
Okay. Roottreeos is one of the companies created to manufacture and distribute root tree candy. It was developed as part of the Root Tree Everywhere initiative in summer 1979. According to a history website for Roottreeos, Charles Martin, who owned a company that manufactured licorice in Australia, was tapped to run the Root Tree factory after he impressed the American leadership of the Root Tree Candy Company at the time. Roottreeos did have some success, but only in certain regions. The manufacturing leg of the company shuttered in 1992 after the death of Martin, and Roottreeos now serves as an importer and distributor.
Okay, so that would make it Robin Martin.
Yes. Martin's Licorice Bullets.
Oh.
A website about Australian commerce mentions that he had a very unusual business agreement with the main root tree company in the US. Much like how the Clancy Trust distributed the profits from the root tree company evenly to the root tree family, the profits of the Roottreeos would be split 50-50 between the American root tree company and Martin himself, for him to do with what he wishes. This made Martin very, very wealthy, but also led to many cost-cutting measures meant to increase profits as much as possible, especially towards the end of Martin's life in the early 1990s. Root tree candy gained a poor reputation in Australia, and sales suffered immensely. Charles' vast fortune was passed along to his daughter, Robin Martin, who sold both businesses at first opportunity. Robin Martin is featured in many of the top 100 wealthiest women in the world lists. She owns a private island off the coast of Australia where she reportedly has her own exclusive retreat. She has no husband, and there was a widely circulated rumor somewhere in the mid-70s that she had a medical procedure to ensure she never would have children. You find a joke on a site called Edgy Jokes that implies she's quite promiscuous and has a punchline involving Robin's eggs. For what it's worth, Martin seemed to lean into the rumors. In the 80s, she once showed up at a charity function with 3 very attractive men, each wearing a shirt that said simply, "Satisfied Partner" on it.
Let's look at her in business.
Yeah. Business Mag?
Business Mag. Take me
Business
to
Watch.
computer. Take me to business.
Apparently, Robin Martin sold off her father's assets in 1992, the year after he died, which, combined with her inheritance, immediately catapulted her to an almost unimaginable level of wealth. The writer at Business Watch, who was assigned to report on this news, seems to disapprove of this move immensely. While the article does touch on the announcement of who took over the licorice division as well as what was to become of the Maple Candy Factory, the entire text seems to be dripping with contempt that someone would be willing to dismantle and gut such a successful company to earn a quick buck. The article ends with a dig at Robin's personal life and lack of traditional values. But who am I to judge? Maybe she sold it to ensure a better future for her own children. Oh, wait.
Nice. Okay.
Does that
Does
tell
that
us anything? I mean, does that tell us that she's not... Does that tell us that she's not either of these people because she has not had children?
Well, those are rumors. We really don't know.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, but it could. But
Or
I don't think we
did
have
she
enough
secretly
evidence to
have a
support
child and, put it up for adoption or whatever?
Yeah. But then confirmed. Oh, I guess we don't know based on the picture, because I was going to say we had some debate about if the person in the picture with her was her business partner, father, or her husband, and we don't know.
Right. Yeah, I kind of think that this is not Robin. I think this is someone in Brazil. And that this, if anyone is Robin, it's this one.
Professional rich person.
Yeah, what is... It said she has a retreat. She owns an island.
Ugh,
I
tough.
don't know. I don't know if she's CEO or... I mean, she did inherit money from...
Yeah, actually, I don't hate that.
manufacturing, technically.
Juliet says, it tells us
No.
that I want licorice.
Hmm.
Unrelatable, but I'm happy for you.
What I want to find is something about her retreat that has a picture of her.
She has no
you know
husband.
what? Let's look at news time.
Yeah.
Seriously? Okay. Just gonna check all
Team
the
Blast.
places again.
Wesley says, when no one else has my back, Team Blast has my back.
You just never know, okay?
Uh-huh.
I did news time.
No, I do think you're right that she has to be the bottom one, though, because it specifically said she has no husband.
Yeah. That's that. Why isn't she in? I just feel like if you're on a 100 wealthiest women of the world list, you gotta be somewhere aside from Business Watch.
Yeah. Oh, there we...
Yeah, it doesn't give us anything new.
I wonder if Roottreemania Brazil will clarify some things for us.
That's... Roottreemania Brazil, sometimes erroneously referred to as Roottreemania Brazil, is one of the companies created to manufacture and distribute Roottreemania candy, blah, 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 blah. We could also look up Roottreemania everywhere.
We, in fact, should. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do some rough translating and find a significant amount of information about it. Brazil was the only region in which caviar-flavored 5 pieces were a hit. The primary reason that the factory still exists to this day is solely to create that flavor, which comes in its own standalone 5 pieces bag with Portuguese writing. A small town named Alvalagos, I don't know, near the municipality of São Bernardo do Campo became the location chosen by the Roottreemania Candy Company after a newly elected local politician named Edson Soares heard that they were planning a new factory and petitioned them in early 1979. The factory was controversial. The Roottrees visited Brazil's around Christmas. Since then, however, it has been operating relatively smoothly except for 2 incidents. The first was Incendio do Bordo in 1982, and the second was an unsuccessful strike in 1995 that involved all of the factory workers being replaced. The factory was originally built and run by a small company called Nova Corporação de Doces Brasil.
Doces. Okay. Lots to go on from here. Oh, Lily has to go. Bye, bye Brazil. Bye, Lily.
Bye, Lily. Your name is Brazil now, apparently.
I wonder if the man in the picture is Edson Suarez.
Edson Suarez. Yeah, I am betting so.
Emily says, wow, was Brazil there? Juliet says, change your name, get free Brazilian food for life.
You find a dissertation published by a college student as part of their PhD in history. It focuses on the rise of democracy in Brazil. It seems up until 1988, Brazil was run by the military, and the politics during that time were often a hotbed for corruption and nepotism. The paper tells of a few politicians at the time, including Edson Suarez. Edson is a former mayor of that town. Before politics, he was a manager at an automotive manufacturing plant for a major American car company. He was put in charge by the military government in 1973. As mayor, he used his manufacturing background and knowledge of American business to establish new factories, distribution plants, and other business ventures in the area. This had two side effects. First, he became quite rich. Second, many locals were forcibly relocated. This did not make him a popular mayor. In what the paper speculates was a move to counteract this unpopularity, his wife, Sonia, was discreetly put in charge of a television station called Telerede. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're doing great.
I mean, yeah, but Spanish pronunciation, not Portuguese pronunciation, so that's...
Yeah, but the vowels here are going to be similar enough. You're doing great.
Thanks. He often used this connection to ensure supporters would appear on local television spouting his beliefs and emphasizing his political victories. He he fled after he was defeated in election. Suarez is not going to be her last name, though.
No. We should look her up.
Flavio Suarez, who has a mother named Sonia.
Printing XX Flavio.
Flavio Suarez is a young Brazilian newscaster with a bit of a cult following. The discourse surrounding him is, to put it in polite terms, lewd. There's a website about something called fan fiction that has a small section dedicated to him. Interesting. You skim some of the tales there and learn that a common thread is that he's currently dating a supermodel named Ashley York.
York?
Yeah. Interesting. Could be a coincidence. But we will put
yeah.
there.
Did you save Telerede? Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did. There are also other more traditional fan sites that list some things about him, including his age, 18, his zodiac sign, Libra, his favorite food, grilled steak, and his mother's name, Sonia. Also, it seems that Flavio translates to golden-haired. One website with a signed publicity photo of Flavio seems to confirm this. The photo has been added to your evidence. To Natasha, kisses from Brazil. What?
We need to find her last name too.
Yeah, I know. What do we think she...
She was put in charge of a television program, so that might be
media mogul? News anchor?
Yeah. Let's
Politics?
let's look up Telerede really fast as our last act of the day,
right.
and
yes.
we might be able to then lock a set of 5 in.
Telerede is a former television station in Brazil, came into being in 1970 after a vacuum was created due to the removal of a different network at the hands of the Brazilian military dictatorship. Militator. Due to a lack of resources online, you don't have much to go on about who ran it and when.
Okay, that was not helpful.
Yeah.
Let's, it's 6:05. Let's make some notes about what to look into next, and then we can hopefully come out swinging next week with a lock-in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if that will get us anything that we haven't already seen, but maybe. Oh, this Incendio de Bordeaux. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We got so much done today.
Yeah. Oh,
maybe retreat everywhere too.
Everywhere.
Oh, and Martin's. No, we looked up Martin's Licorice Company, right?
Well, we looked up Charles Martin. We did not look up the company itself, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Great work. Okay. Are we back next week?
We are, and we might be finishing. I mean, there's not that many spots left on the board.
No, but it took us a good while to finish off the last few spots.
That's true.
The first time through, so.
Oh, Emily says, bro, absolutely not. I wonder if we're going to get another set of affairs after this, because people said that this game was as much game as the first game.
Okay. Well, I'm Wesley, part of the Rude Detectives. You can find us right here. The other part of the Rude Detectives is
Leo. And my birthday is tomorrow, and I'm
oh my
asking
god.
you guys, all of you, for a birthday present, which is to go to the media recommendations channel on the Baby Crew Discord and write me a sentence or two about a book that you recently loved. I want to hear about it. That's what I want for my birthday. Tell me about your books.
Okay. Oh, I just finished reading Howl's Moving Castle to Francis.
Hell yeah.
And it was great. I mean, I had read it before, but not in years and years, and Francis had not. And it's a very fun read. If anyone is looking for
That Diana Wynne Jones knew what she was about, you
a
know?
fun read, she did. And
Did you
now
ever
I
read
have started reading The Westing Game.
Oh, hell yeah. You know what? I fucking sell that book to children all the time at the bookstore.
Good.
I forgot to tell you, speaking of the Rude Detectives,
Uh-huh.
Emma and I were tabling at a zine fest yesterday. So we do lots of like chitty chatting with people. And I
Yeah.
was chatting with a trans guy, and we were like, oh, blah, 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 this and this and this and this and this. And wait, no, sorry. This was a different person. Whatever. Young person came up to the table, blah, 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 chitty chatting, buying stuff. And they were like, hey, by any chance, have you played the Nancy Drew point and click games? Like, we got just like absolutely sniped from orbit.
Uh-huh. Wow. Boy, have I.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
Great.
Don't forget your birthday homework, everyone. Thank you for playing with us. We'll be back next week.
Yes. Okay. Tell Leo about books.
Tell Leo about books.